share the importance when we did that training. We set a goal for the team to go out there and get 50 no's. What would that consist of?
Well, the statement was, and this is what you're going to call and you're going to say is, listen, hey, my coach or my mentor has instructed me to go out and find my 7 to 10 people who are interested in earning 6 figures in the next year, and I want to find out if you want to be one of them. So you're looking to get 50 people to tell you no. Now, the science or the understanding behind it is you're never going to get 50 no's in a row unless maybe you're rude, belligerent, and just maybe speaking in a language that they just don't understand. So by going out and doing the activity, not posting on Facebook so much as reaching out to people, you're going to find people who will say, well, yeah, absolutely. Now, so now you're not done until you have the 50 no's. So even if you get, Clarissa, 15 yeses on the way, you're not done until you get the 50 no's. So you might be up for a minute, but I'm just saying. So that's the goal, and that's to strengthen that invitation muscle.
All right. Well, hey, look, that is our goal. And the great thing about that, I don't know if Adrienne Dawkins, I see her, but I don't know if she has a microphone. So Adrienne, let's make sure you got a microphone because we want you to come. We want you to come on in a minute. I want you to listen to what she said. To get 50 no's. Do you know how important that is to grow your business? And as we talk about the 50K, I can almost tell you, if you can get 50 no's, you'll be a lot closer than just about anybody else. So, hey, you guys, we got a couple of 10K people on here. Adrienne Dawkins, I don't know if you can hear me, but I can't hear you. So let's see. I see your video going. Oh, yeah. Tashana, superstar. Adrienne and Tashana. All right, let's see if we can hear Tashana. I can't hear Tashana. Tashana, there we go. All right, she muted. Okay, we're going to unmute you, Tashana. You know what, Tashana, I'm going to have you go first. Girl, what is going on?
Hey, everybody. Oh, this is my second Zoom, so y'all got to tell me how to do this thing.
You know what? You are doing wonderful. We have new people, and this is the first time that some of my people have even seen Tashana because we have some new people coming on board. And I just want to say this. Every time I hear your story, I fall in love with it because I know that's how you build a networking company. You build networking companies on the story of a Tashana Richards. And so I'm so thankful to have you on board. And, I'm a guy, right? So for me, when I hear your story, I got to man up a little bit. So why don't you just share with people? Because tonight we're talking about the 10K. Now, you know what? I know we used to call you Miss 50K Slate, right? But that's over because, girl, you're getting ready to get close to this $1 million. Girl, you are a 6-figure ring wearer. So, you passed that 50K. But, look at her ring, you guys. Show her one more time, Tashana. Well, listen, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it over to you. She was the first person on my team to get the $10,000 bonus. Tashana, take it away.
Thank you so much, Vaughn. Thank you so much. This is fun for me because this is only my second Zoom. I hadn't done Zoom before. I was like, I got to comb my hair and all this other stuff. But I'm just honored. Thank you so much for having me. Am I looking at you, looking at me? This is fun stuff for me. I'm just grateful to be here. And most importantly, I'm here in my right mind. Everything that I've been through was enough for anybody to just give up. We all have a story. We all have a story. But it's what you do with that story, and you don't put a period behind it. I said, you know what? Yes, I know what it feels like not to come home and have no electricity. I know what it feels like to come home and all we had was enough to feed the kids and go to bed hungry. But it just didn't stop there, and I didn't allow it to stop there. I wasn't content with that. And I had to make a decision. Do I want to go through another 12 years of what I've already been through, which was routine? There were no birthday parties. There were no Christmases. I mean, it came, but it came past my front door. And then last year, hey everybody, last year I found myself homeless after being in a relationship for 3 years with a guy that I thought was going to change my last name. I didn't see it coming. I met him shortly after my son passed away, and today I feel like it was a void that was needed to comfort me, and with all that I was going through. And after 3 years, he left. He said he didn't love me. He said he was sick and tired of acting like he did, and he left. He packed it up. I was left in the home until it foreclosed right in my face. I mean, I'm talking about I had to grab what we could, and we left. And I said, okay, God, why? And he said, why not you? Because it's not about you. It's not about you, Tashana. You've already experienced one of the worst things that you could ever experience, and that was putting my son in the ground. And if I can bring you through that, for sure, if you hold on to me, how much do you love me, Tashana? I know we just went through 3 years of depression. I know you just got over that, and here's something else. But how much do you trust me, Tashana? How much do you love me, Tashana? And I said, I took my hands out of man's hand, and I put them all in God's hand. And I met Renee Toppin on Facebook, May 13th. Ended up being the guy's birthday that I was dating. And I hadn't even thought about him until after the fact. Joined on his birthday, which was Friday the 13th. And I invested every single dime I had, because it was obvious to me that after 12 years of routine, nothing had changed, just a different day, another year. I realized at that moment, if I don't do something different, then nothing changes. I didn't know anything about travel. I didn't research. I didn't look at one video. I didn't get on one Zoom. I didn't get on a conference call, opportunity call. The only thing that I asked Renee was what I got to do. And I said it just like that. Excuse me, educators, but I said what I got to do. And day one, I went to work. I didn't wait till I felt like I knew the business to start the business. Tell me right now. This from out of here to pay that. When I go to bed at night, I don't even have headaches anymore. I don't even have headaches anymore. I looked at some pictures of myself 365 days ago, and I don't even look the same. I may look a hot mess today because I'm at home, but I don't even look the same. The joy of the Lord is all over me on the inside, and then it spills out on the outside. So I'm just grateful that I made a decision. My yes changed a whole lot of lives. A lot of people tell me you just don't know, Tashana, what your story is. The story is not over. The story is really just beginning. This story is just beginning. And I looked at some pictures of myself in Costa Rica today, and I'm just saying, I was there. Like, I'm not looking at a National Geographic book of saying, okay, I want to go here. I was in another country eating real pineapple. Like, for y'all, that may not be a big deal. But I had to go out the country to eat a real pineapple. I had to go out the country to have my first massage ever. I had never had a massage. Even with everything that I was doing and had money to do it, I hadn't even took the time to do something like that special for myself. And now, today, I'm getting ready to go back to, we're going to the Bahamas this week. I was able to take my 83-year-old grandma. My grandma had been wanting a cruise ever since I was a little girl. I'm 39 years old, and because of Surge 365, my grandma has been packed up, ready to go since January of this year. She asking me what I gotta pack, what I need, and I get to take my grandma on a cruise for the very first time. 83 now, this Thursday, and she is ready to go. So I'm gonna go live with my grandma on the top deck, and she said, you mean to tell me I can eat all I want? All you want, grandma. She said, ain't that much eating in the world. I said, yes it is. Yes it is. Yes it is, grandma. And see, that's what it's all about. Truth of the matter is, we don't know if we're going to be here today or tomorrow, but through travel, my grandmother would never forget this week was going to happen. I would never forget it. That's a memory we'll have forever. versus no memories at all. And so this Christmas, I'm taking my children right back on the same cruise ship, and allow my children to get on the plane for the very first time, get on the cruise ship for the very first time, and on Christmas Eve, we're going to wake up on the top deck, and we're all going to pray at 6 o'clock in the morning to thank God that our end of the year didn't start like the beginning of last year. So I'm just grateful to be here.
You know what, Tashana, you know what? One of the things that I love about you is the fact that you haven't changed. You're the same when I first saw you, when I first met you. You're the same person. And that's a compliment. I appreciate you. I'm so thankful that you're on the board. You know what? And also, you're a role model for other people. And you're not just a role model for women who might be single with kids. You're a role model for just about everybody that has obstacles. Because one of the things that they can say is, well, if she can do it, I can do it. And I want to say thank you so very much. So guess what? You got a person on your team by the name of Adrian Dawkins who got a $10,000 bonus too.
Yes, I do.
Well, hey, do you want to introduce Adrian?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Let me tell you about Adrian Dawkins. Let me tell you the power of social media. I met Adrian Dawkins through I Am Beautiful, the movement, my organization with 87,000 women. I supposed to get an event with Adrian, and the event was canceled. But I said, I love her spirit. I love her energy. I said, let's just keep in contact. And we kept in contact. And I made a post on Facebook one day that I was looking for 7 senior partners for a business opportunity. She didn't know what it was. We had never met each other before, only a few conversations about other things. She said, I'm in California, I'm on vacation, but I need you to hold one of them spots for me. And I was like, Adrian, first come, first serve. And Adrian Dawkins ended up being the 5th person that partnered with me. Not only have we locked on, we've developed a relationship. We understand each other so much more today. And we realize that we win in unity. She's an amazing mother. She's an amazing business partner. She is leading New York and all the country. She does some international style of business. And so, without further ado, Miss first $10,000 bonus earner in the company. She will be a marketing director in 2018. She will be a millionaire. Watch her, I say, coming to the grind all the way from Mount Vernon, New York. Adrian Dawkins!
You guys, let me see. There we are.
I got you, girl.
Hello, great evening, everyone. Happy Sunday. Shauna, can we go on the road? Can we have that intro everywhere? Because we over here hyped. I'm like, yeah. Oh, wait, they can see me. Calm down.
Adrian, I think you're awesome. Now, let me say this, Adrian. The next time I see you, I will have a flashlight. It is in my bag.
You know what?
We good.
Let me grab my flash. I would grab my flashlight right now if I could, Bon. You better have that flashlight. Have one in your bag, have one in your pocket, have one in your other pocket.
All right. Well, listen. Well, let me ask you this question. Your $10,000. What has Surge meant for you, and what has it done for you?
Oh boy, what has Surge meant for me? Surge means so much. Surge is that vehicle that I've been looking for. That's what Surge is, because I've had opportunities presented to me in the past. I've tried some things in the past, but you know when you know when you know. And Surge has been that vehicle. Surge has been that glove that fits perfectly. Everything about it just spoke to my spirit and gave me that confirmation. That's what I needed. I needed that confirmation because nothing has really changed with me now versus the Adrian of a few years back in terms of business. I just didn't have the right vehicle. I didn't have the right vehicle to be able to offer to others. Other vehicles that were offered to me, I could win, but it was a solo win. So it never sat right. I wasn't, no thank you. And when I looked into Surge, I said, wait a second. Well, as my clients save, I'm earning. Okay. As my team wins, I win. Okay. It was just a no-brainer. And what has it done?